All right, in this video, I am going to give you an overview of your interview project. So you can refer back to this if you have any questions. And so in this project, you are going to interview two different people. One, a current parent of a preschool through sixth grade child, and one, a currently employed teacher of pre-K through sixth grade. And so make sure that they are currently in those positions and also that they are two different people. So you are going to prepare for your interview by thinking about the types of questions you want to ask, create your Google document, all these kinds of things. And you can take notes on the document where you write your questions, but I don't really need to see that. You can put it in your folder if you want to, but I'm going to be grading summaries, not question and answers and notes. Okay. So you're going to write these questions, take a whole bunch of notes, and then you're going to write a summary that you will include this information. So just make sure in your summary you have the specific things that I ask for. So you're going to be primarily in the teacher interview asking about families, how they incorporate them into classroom and school activities. Also, their policies for reporting child abuse. That's really important. This one, don't forget that one. It's a little bit different, but I want you to get used to and to see that different school districts actually do have different policies to follow. So they have an order, or maybe they have a specific person that you report some of these things to, and other school districts might do it different. So we'll learn from each other in that part. And then also in the teacher interview, you're going to ask about how the teacher involves community personnel in the classroom by inviting them to come in, by doing stuff with them, and then also how their students are involved in activities in the community. And that could be, going and touring the post office, or going to a grocery store and learning from them. It could be utilizing the park for different things. It could be going on Google Earth and learning about the overview of their community. It could be lots of different things. It could also be their involvement in community-related activities. And so just think about that. You need to have several examples in families and in community involvement. Make sure you address both those things. Then in the parent interview, same kinds of things, except in the introduction, you are going to talk about each child, their favorite activities, subjects, all those kinds of things. And then I want you to ask about family structure. And the reason I want you to do this is because it will really impact the child's upbringing. And so if they live with both parents who are still married and their grandparents live with them, it'll be a whole different environment than if they are divorced, live with one parent one week, the other parent the other week, and maybe those parents are remarried and they have step siblings and all this kind of extended family. It can change, and it'll give me a good context for knowing, and you as well, from what the parents share in the rest of the interview. And so we want to know how the parents are involved in the school, how the family is involved in the school. Be ready to ask them about recommendations about improving, because sometimes parents don't feel heard, or they don't know that they can give suggestions or ask questions. And so this might prompt them. If you're interested, maybe the school will be interested as well. And then ask them about communication and how the teacher in the school communicates with the family. And then you're going to just write your summaries on one document. So you're going to write just what you learned, make sure you address each area, and then so you have two summaries and then a personal reflection for each one of those. So I would recommend you do a summary of the teacher and then a personal reflection of the teacher, a summary of the parent, and then a personal reflection of the parent interview. And you're really just going to kind of put together the puzzle of what you learned. Talk about what your interviewee said, and then think about what we learned in class and share your thoughts about how those two things connect, or how maybe there's even a conflict of some sort. And then talk about how you can use that as a teacher in your own classroom to learn how to do things better. And so that's really your overview of your interview project.